Mikey Garcia, you know, he just beat Lipinez to become I think a 3-time world champion or something like that, a 4-time world champion. 26, 30, 35, and 40. 4-time world champion. And, he's still talking to Errol Spence, and I just think Mikey Garcia sees something in Errol Spence. Now, the people that really, really think Errol Spence is the most feared fighter at 147, they don't seem to like that Mikey Garcia is a lower weight class guy at a lighter weight calling out Errol Spence, because they want to carry the narrative that Errol Spence is a guy that people don't want to fight. That's the aura of Errol Spence, is people don't want to fight Errol Spence. And when Mikey called out Errol Spence last year, I believe it was last year he called him out. Earlier this year he called him out. A lot of people saying, well, he don't want to fight Errol Spence. He's just talking about Errol Spence like that because he wants to, move off of Errol Spence's name. But Mikey Garcia don't look like the type of guy that just says things just to say them. This was a dude that took Bob Arum to court and did not fight for 2.5 years because he didn't want to fight for Bob Arum. So this is a guy that stands on principle. So I don't just think he's just saying that just to say it. Now, he did say he wants to fight he wants that, that competition, that, that challenge. Most guys at this level, they're looking for a challenge, and he sees that as a challenge. Now, I don't like that he's talking about it and he got to fight Robert Easter Jr., because Robert Easter Jr. is not a pushover, although I see Mikey Garcia possibly stopping Robert Easter Jr. For one, Robert Easter Jr., he doesn't fight, tall. He doesn't fight from behind his jab long enough. He falls in. He likes to brawl. He gives up his height. And he cannot do that versus Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia going to end up stopping him. I just see him stopping him. A lot of people got their, I guess they got their, opinion on the fight. But I see Mikey Garcia, and this has nothing to do with who someone is and who someone is not. But Mikey Garcia, he's probably going to stop Robert Easter. Robert Easter going to have a crazy chin that day, because one thing about Robert Easter is he loves to fight. He's much like Paul Williams. Paul Williams had the gifts of height and reach for that weight class of 140, but he did not, when he was at 147, but he did not use it like Robert Easter at 140. He's not using the gifts that he has. At least he doesn't use it long enough to win the fight, in the fashion that he's supposed to win the fight in. It's guys that he fought lesser talented guys than Mikey Garcia, and I still seen that he was in brawl. He ended up in brawls and things of that nature. But we'll see what happens with that fight. But I got Mikey Garcia, and it's a lot of people that are saying Mikey Garcia is a fraud. He really don't want to fight Errol Spence, and then there's people that saying Errol Spence is gonna get in there and walk all over him and just devastate him and just hurt him, because Errol Spence has this power that everybody keeps saying he has. Now, Errol Spence, he does have power, but he has cumulative power. He doesn't have that one-shot power like or that explosive power. He's not an explosive guy. He's not a power guy like that. He doesn't have that type of power. Now, I agree he does have some things that he does well. He goes to the body. He's a very sturdy, very strong guy that I see as the guys that he fought. And, he's a one-trick pony, but he's very good at that one dimension. He has one dimension that he fights very, very well out of. The high guard, walk you down. And Errol Spence doesn't bring anything that you're going to say, wow. Or when you look to fight him, it's not going to be a puzzle that you have to unlock. He's gonna come straight at you. And Mikey Garcia, for all what you want to say about him being small, he's a well-schooled fighter. And to me, he's more skillful than Errol Spence. A lot of people are like, well, he's more skillful. No, he's more skillful than Errol Spence. And you can't go to this, Errol Spence is undefeated. No, Mikey Garcia is undefeated too. Mikey Garcia got more knockouts than Errol Spence. So don't go to he has more power or something like that. No, he has more knockouts than Errol Spence. So what I'm gonna say is this: him saying he want to fight Errol Spence, he obviously see holes in Errol Spence's game to say he want to fight Errol Spence. he sees holes in Errol Spence games that he can capitalize off of. And I see holes in Errol Spence games. But look, you know what? I'm not going to even say it. You know, I said it enough. I just want people to see it. But can Mikey Garcia beat Errol Spence? Of course he can beat Errol Spence. You know, when you are skillful as Mikey Garcia, if he come in there on point, the biggest thing is he's going to have to stay off the ropes and keep a good, you know his distance. And that's what Mikey Garcia does. Mikey Garcia is really good at distance, counter punching. And, you know, he has some pop. He has some pop in his punches now. I don't know how his punch going to carry to 147. It carried up pretty good versus Lipinez at 140. I seen him hurt Lipinez. He dropped Lipinez. So he has some power there. Now, if can he carry it up another level? That's the thing. If he can, you know, then Errol Spence got some problems because this guy is well schooled and seen a lot and been in the ring with a lot of fighters. Actually got more fights than Errol Spence. More championship fights than Errol Spence, so he got more experience than Errol Spence. But we'll have to see how the fight unfolds. But him calling out Errol Spence got everybody all, you know, in a bunch because the narrative that people are scared to fight Errol Spence is, you know, is just that. It's just a narrative. Now, is Errol Spence a good fighter? Errol Spence is a good fighter. You know, and you know, a lot of people think he's the best fighter at 147. But you know, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Crawford, Errol Spence, Sean Porter, you could put them all in the basket. They got to fight, and whoever come out that basket is going to be the best guy at 147. Now, a lot of people getting down on Danny Garcia. His only loss is to Keith Thurman, who was a unified champion until he got stripped of one of his belts. So, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter are very, very, very much can beat Errol Spence. You know, but people will refute that because they think they're quote unquote scared. You think Sean Porter is scared of Errol Spence? You think Danny Garcia is scared of Errol Spence? You think Keith Thurman is scared of Errol Spence? You think, well, I know y'all know Crawford ain't scared of Errol Spence because now y'all talking different when it comes to Crawford. It's all of a sudden, let's build the fight up when it comes to Crawford. Let's build the fight up. Man, I'm just going to sit back and watch Crawford take him apart because that's what's going to happen, man. Crawford got too many dimensions to his boxing game. Now, is he a guy that I can say that can't lose? No. Crawford can lose. But you're going to have to beat Crawford at his games. Not game, but games. You're going to have to come in there and beat him and unlock the puzzles that he can bring at you because he can make adjustments on top of adjustments. Like I said, Errol Spence he don't make adjustments. He just fight the same way all the time. Has he been successful up to this point? Yes, he has. Can Mikey Garcia beat him? Yes, he can. Because usually when a guy is labeled this unbeatable guy that nobody's going to beat him, you know, usually guys beat him that you don't think going to beat him. Like, nobody thought Frankie Randall was going to beat Chavez. Nobody thought Buster Douglas was going to beat Tyson. Nobody thought Ken Norton was going to beat... Nobody thought Ali was going to lose to Ken Norton. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thought Ali was going to beat George Foreman. And a lot of people in his camp, like Mikey Garcia, brother, don't want him to fight Errol Spence. A couple times he have said that. But people in Ali camp did not want him to fight George Foreman. What he do? When he went in there, he beat George Foreman. Because you can't worry about what people think. Just do what you want to do. Take the challenge. One thing I can say, Mikey Garcia is well schooled for the moment, though. I can say that. I can say he's not going to be caught off guard by nothing Errol Spence does. Not one thing. He's seen it all. If he's not seen it in a real fight, he's seen it in his preparation. He's seen things, and he's been in there with experienced guys. Trust me, he has probably sparred with more talented fighters than Errol Spence. So, and I'm sure Errol Spence has fought. And we know Errol Spence have been in there with talented fighters. But yeah, Mikey Garcia, I would love to see him take that challenge on. But now he has to get past Robert Easter Jr. I don't like when fighters talk about other fighters when they got a fight coming up. You know, a fighter in front of them. He should worry about Robert Easter Jr. Then after that fight, call out Errol Spence and say, I want to fight you in December. But you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel, man. I'm out.